Shalom Yisrael, I give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, double honors to apostles and elders of Great Millstone who are well. Much love to you, hopeful like brothers out there pushing truth out of corners and sincerity. You guys go downstairs. I was looking up a disease. I was like thinking on a spiritual level, due to, lone wolves. You don't want to be a lone wolf in this. And the scriptures say, let me get that. It's actually in the same 2 and 15. You know what? Let me start at 2 Timothy 2 and 15. It says, study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. So there's a way you, first off, the word study is spudaz, which means to be diligent, alright, to have efficacious. The word efficacious is, let me look up efficacious. It's a powerful word, man. Efficacious definition. It says typically or something successful in producing a desired or intended result, effective. Now, really, one faith is of the Most High, and to will and to do is of His will. That's Philippians. This is Philippians 2, and let me start at 12. It says, wherefore, my beloved, as you have always obeyed, not in my presence only, so not just in the presence of men, okay? But he says this, but now much more in my absence. Why? Because that's when you really know what kind of man you are. If you're not praying on your own and reading and meditating and even fasting, man, okay, on your own, because at the end of the day, no one's gonna help you through that gate, all right, in lack of a better word or term, all right. The scriptures say that every man will be going there one by one. Okay, there was fire and there was water on one side, and it was set on a high place that you could fall. So just being in this truth, man, okay, just being in it, you gotta keep yourself busy, man. Okay, the scriptures say wisdom cometh by opportunity of leisure, and that leisure is your leisure time, your free time, man. Brothers who got a lot of free time, you should be doing this, man. Okay, because the elect needs sealing, man. Although in a way they're already sealed, man. The scriptures say the Most High knows those that are His. Okay, the Israel of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. So it says, Philippians 2 and 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as you have always obeyed, not in my presence only, but now much more in my absence. Okay, because we don't need no brother should have to remind you to do what you gotta do, man. Okay, give diligence to make your carnal election sure, man. Bring forth fruit meet for repentance. Because the way we are right now, man, you can't say, oh, you know what, I've done enough work, like that rich man. The rich man who built his house, he built a barn, he got everything set up, and he says, now I'm going to go sit back and enjoy what I've done. Okay, that's like Nate. Okay, that's like Nathaniel, the snake Nate, man. That's like him. There's no time to be carefree. All right. It says verse 13. Well, I don't even know if I finished this. It says, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You gotta fear in everything. All right. It says, for it is the Most High which worketh in you both to will and to do. So really, even the ability to do, even going out in the highways and the hedges, the Most High gives you the ability to do that. But it's not just going on the highways and the hedges, man. It's also more so being not amongst the brethren, all right, being on your own. That's when you got the lust hit you, the lust demons, all right, and you gotta deal with people, man. You gotta maybe people amongst your family members, all right. So it says, for it is the Most High which worketh in you both to will and to do of His perfect will. And that's what being busy, man. You gotta be effectual, efficacious, okay. And let's jump back to this is just an edification, building on brothers to keep working, man. keep pushing this truth. It was in the spirit that Elder Apostle Tahar and all the elders encourage us to do videos and to exhort one another, man, encourage one another, and also warn. All right. What's the word warn in the Greek, or the word for warn? Beseech. Well, that's to beg. All right, but brothers know what I'm saying. All right. It's going back to 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 16. But shun profane and vain babbling. Vain babbling would be, things that's not something that's not profitable. Even speaking of, and brothers find themselves doing that from time to time. For they will increase unto more ungodliness, and that's the war, that's the fight. The scriptures say in the book of 2nd Ezra, this is the warfare that men shall fight. Where is it? Where is this here? I don't know as I can find it. I think it might be in, let me see. This is a battle, he said. This is the battle. I think it's maybe 16. 15 or 16. So I can't. Maybe I could find it. Going back again. That would be somewhere around here. I'll look it up on I'll have to look it up on online. The Apocrypha search. Let's see here. I think I just found it here. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 7 and 56. For while we lived and committed iniquity, we considered not that we shall begin to suffer for it after death. And that's the thing. When you come back, you gotta pay for what you did in your past life, and that's the condition the Most High set it up as. Okay, that's why you may see someone with paraplegic, all right, or someone like on a physical level right here. But I don't know until I get into that topic. It says verse 57. Then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle which man that is born upon the earth shall fight. Okay, fighting these plagues, the infirmities, right? That if he be overcome, and that's the whole thing, we gotta overcome the race isn't over yet. You gotta keep going, all right? And you gotta say, yo, I hope Yahushua comes tomorrow, man. But you gotta sit in for the long run, man. You gotta get in that belt, suit up, all right, and assume that, like my mentality is hope for the best, expect the worst, all right. So, I remember when it was mad cold out, and I remember the Lord said at that time, He said, pray that your departure not be in the winter, man. And I was like, damn, it's mad cold outside. You brothers know about out here in Canada, the brothers out there in Toronto, it's cold out here, man. It's mad cold. Alright, it's only through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua that we survive these winters, man. Okay? Verse 58, that if he overcome, he shall suffer as though he has said, but if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say. So you want to overcome, but you don't want to be overcome, alright? Because it's this life will chew you up and spit you up. You see dudes, zombies, man. They follow the truth, and they start questioning, and like the brothers say, gray areas. Like what? You didn't get enough the proof for you to, what the scriptures say, that he that readeth may run. You didn't receive enough truth that you didn't run. Okay, you should be. This is no time to be sitting back, man. Right? I'll read that over again. 2nd Ezra 7 and 56. For while we lived and committed iniquity, we considered not that we shall begin to suffer for it after death. Then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle. So this is a warfare, right? You see, the Most High is all about war, man. There's wars, and that's the thing coming to mind. There's not only physical wars out there, but there's spiritual wars, man. And it's happening every day. Alright? Every day. More dudes fall on this truth because of a spiritual warfare, man. That's what the scriptures say. 1, gird up thy loins, be a man about it, man, and endure the good fight. And the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh. All right, to pulling down strongholds. Strongholds is just these vices that are constantly, these demons just fighting with you, man. All right, and not only that, but you yourself, the flesh against the spirit, and sometimes you might doubt, right? And you don't want to entertain those gray areas, like the brothers say. You want to keep moving forward, man. Like the Apostle Paul wrote in the book of Philippians. I don't look back, but I keep my mind on the mark, on the high calling Yahweh Shai, right? It says this, verse 58, that if he be overcome, he shall suffer, as thou hast said. But if he get the victory, and that's what we want the victory. I believe the word victory goes into another word. There's a lot of power in that word victory, man. All right, he shall receive the things that I say. What's that? Immortality, man. All right, the Lord says he's gonna give us a white stone. All right, which, man, brothers could dream about that, you know. So this is going into Timothy chapter 2 Timothy chapter 2 and 16. But shun profane and vain babbling, for they will increase unto more ungodliness, which is that what's Nate doing. Nate, he's talking about the new moon is actually the full moon, and he's going into the name, or it doesn't matter. They're questioning the Hebrew, and they've done just time and time again. They just, what the scriptures say, their conscience is seared with a hot iron, and these guys are just, they can't do any better. Okay, all it is downhill with these guys. It says, verse 17, and their words will eat doth a canker, at whom is Hymenaeus and Philetus. So these are men who were in the truth, and then they love the wages of the world. They let that demon simmer on them too long without dealing with it, man. Because we know disease. What disease brings forth what? Cancer, man. Yeah, right? A disorder brings forth a cancer. Right? If you're deficient in certain vitamins and minerals, which, these devils know what they're doing now when it comes to GMOs. Right? It just makes you more susceptible to getting disease and mental illness, man. So this is all kind of, this is a valley of shadow of death, man. When you look at it, for those who are able to see, right? It says, verse 18, who concerning the truth have erred. The word err, let's go over here. I think it's plain. The word eared is as told. Let me play this here.
Strong's G 795. Astacheo.
It says to miss the mark, right? To miss the mark as a negative particle, or stoichos, and aim, to miss the mark, deviate from the truth, serve, or swerve. All right, when brothers know what that's all about. So these dudes kept their eye off the mark, right? They kept their eyes off the mark. That brings to mind the book of they had something fighting, man, and they were overcome. This is the book of Matthew chapter 6 and 22. It says, the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, the whole body shall be full of light. All right, and brother, I don't want to go look up that word. I don't want to make this too much of a long video. I'm tempted to look up the word single, but in other words, to be focused. All right. If therefore thine eye be single, thine whole body shall be full of light, meaning that you're gonna grow. All right, you're gonna grow, and that light represents wisdom. And not, didn't the scripture say wisdom makes a man's face to shine? So no, you're not gonna see a guy lit up like illuminated like on a physical level, but you're gonna see it in his eyes. You're gonna see it in his face. And really, brothers with in the truth have an oil about them, man. to call it gladness, man. This truth, this gospel, right? So it says, Matthew chapter 6 and 22, the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thine whole body should be full of light. All right, we're to be the light of the world with this truth, man. You know, brothers got to grasp on the grave situation that we're in right now, man. You know, forget everything else, man. In other words, verse 32, and if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. And that's those dudes that err, man. The men in the past and the men in the future who we're going to err. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is thy darkness? Because the scriptures describe one who's in this truth, okay, or who's lost. I'll jump to that. I'm all over the place right now. 2nd Ezra 16. This is what that darkness represents. All right, one that represents to be real stubborn. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 77. It says, "Woe be unto them that are bound with their sins." The scriptures say, by the truth they shall make you free, man. This truth's supposed to make you free. All right. Why? Because Paul said, when sin revived itself, I died, because we knew that, dang, man, the odds are against us, man. The law condemned us, but through Yahushua, through faith, okay, he's redeemed us, man. We gotta work towards that goal, all right. We gotta work towards that high calling. It says, "Woe be unto them that are bound with their sins and covered with their iniquity." Yo, you're finished, man. Like as a field is covered over the bushes, and the path thereof covered with thorns, that no man may travel through. All right. So some of these dudes who fall up, man, yo, they couldn't even take instructions, take warning. All right, they're finished. There's no way. They're dead. In other words, all right. It says, "It is left undressed and is cast into the fire to be consumed thereof with." Okay. So let's jump back to Matthew chapter 6 and 24. It says, "No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High and Mammon." Alright, that mammon can represent anything that's your woman, your family, your job. All right, your own individual, mental, spiritual lust. You can say a physical lust. All right. Jumping back to Timothy. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2 and 17. "And their words will eat as doth a canker, of whom is Hymenaeus and Philetus, who concerning the faith, truth, have erred, that they were not free, saying that the resurrection is past already, and overthrew the faith of some. Nevertheless, the foundation of the Most High standeth sure, having a seal. Okay, the Lord knoweth them that are His, and let everyone that nameth the name of Hamashiach Yahushai depart from iniquity." And that's our daily fight, man. That's a daily battle. All right, to not be overcome by sin. Scriptures say, "Let not your sins weigh you down. Neither let the iniquities raise himself up." And don't let that. All right. It says, "Nevertheless, the foundation of Yahweh, or Hashem Yahushai, standeth sure, having the seal. The Lord knoweth them that are His, and let everyone that nameth the name of Mashiach depart from iniquity. But in the great house there are not only vessels of gold and of silver, but also of wood and of earth, and some of iron, and some of honor, and some to dishonor." That's the thing. Brothers gotta do your best at this, man. Didn't the Lord say, "What you ever put your hands to, do to the fullest"? Well, how much more doing this work? Okay, that goes for myself primarily, because I'm the one that's saying it. It's coming out of my mouth. But this is encouragement, and also to build on brothers, and also onto myself. Alright, we do this not only for others to learn, but for us to learn also. Okay? It says, verse 21, if a man therefore purge himself thereof from these, he should be a vessel unto honor, sanctified and meet for the master's use, and prepared unto every good work. So we want to have a good, serve a good purpose, like King David said, lead me in the path of righteousness, man. We want to be on the good side. We want to be on the Lord's side. We don't want to scatter. All right, we don't want to scatter abroad. We want to be with the Lord. We want to be like Him, man. It says, flee also youthful lust, but follow righteousness, faith, charity, peace with them that call on the Lord out of a pure heart. Right, and that's the thing, man. Keep pushing that name. All right, this is a video on encouragement. I didn't really have anything grabbed on. It just came off the cuff. Just encouragement for the brothers, for the brotherhood, and brothers to, let me grab one last script. Look at Hebrews. Let's look at Hebrews. This is Hebrews 12 and 12. It says, wherefore lift up the hands which hang down, and the feeble knees, and make straight paths for yourselves, for your feet. Okay, I'll read that again, verse 12. Wherefore lift up the hands which hang down, and the feeble knees, and make straight paths for your feet, lest that which is lame be turned out of the way, but let it rather be healed. So brothers who, if you feeling off, okay, pray about it, fast about it, call upon the Lord with a pure heart. As long as you're sincere, scriptures say, who has he despised who call upon his name, man? You got the name, you put up those prayers, man. Okay, I'll finish this off. Hebrews 12 and 12. Wherefore lift up the hands which hang down. How do you lift up the hands in prayer? Okay, lift the hands up in prayer, alright? And the feeble knees, and make straight paths for your feet. Okay? How you get them straight paths? Through the word of the Lord, man. Okay? Lest that which is lame be turned out of the way. Alright? Because, we're dealing with a whole house, man. Hugiao, which means whole. Alright? The Lord wants whole men, man. Okay? Not half-ass, lukewarm. Right? And make straight paths for your feet, lest that which is lame be turned out of the way, but let it rather be healed. Follow peace with all men, and holiness, which no man shall see the Lord. Looking diligently, lest any man fail of the grace of the Most High, lest any root of bitterness spring up, trouble you, and therefore may be defiled. Many be defiled. Okay? Through that bitterness, you gotta stop. Don't feel sorry for yourself, man. Okay, get up and start. Have a system, man. Okay, keep your hands from all this carnal stuff, man. Try to keep yourself away from the carnal stuff. All right, because we're getting close, man. Iran is America's already got their eye on Iran, because that was always and that wasn't idiots might watch that and say, oh shoot, we threw up the damn all naked eye, or what you call it, man. But nah, that wasn't the case. But Iran is in their in their scope, and we're almost at the end of this, man. And I shouldn't say the end of this, the Great Tribulation, man. Okay, the beginning of that great, we're slow to get into that. So I don't want to keep talking, mumbling. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Shem Shai. I just encourage you, brothers, to keep pushing. Double honors to Apostle and El's great millstone, who are great examples of men in love with truth. Alright? And much love to you, hopeful like brothers out there pushing the truth up for corners and sincerity. Shalom.